What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of Crestoria video. We don't have any new information yet, but we do have the live stream in roughly 11 days, and I wanted to kind of talk about something that I have talked about in other videos, but I don't think I've made a specific video talking about. So, obviously, the biggest question people are kind of having with this game, one, is when the release date is, which, obviously, I'm hoping. I'm not going to say obviously, because, you know, I've been wrong so many times before about when they'd reveal it. I'm hoping that this new stream will give us at least an idea of when it could come out, but honestly, I'm just at the point now where I'm just kind of like, it's been well over a year since they announced the game. It'll be ready when it's ready. They still have the 2019 release date tagged on to everything they have out, including on here. So let's just hope that it does come out this year. My hopes is that it comes out shortly after the stream, like maybe a week or so. You know, maybe it'll go up in the app stores and they'll be like, go ahead and pre-register, the game comes out this day, but who knows, we'll see. Most of the our Tales gacha games kind of just came out on a whim. They didn't really put out a release date. They just kind of like released. So maybe we'll get kind of lucky like that. But anyways, what I want to talk about here is the gacha system. So if we scroll down a bit, so the gameplay for this game, obviously, the graphics are very high quality, even for, like, you know, Raze and Asteria and Tales of Link didn't come anywhere close to, I'd say Raze is, like, closer than the other two, but none of them have come close to the specific, you know, high quality graphics that you see here, which, obviously, the reason I feel like they're able to do this budget-wise is because it's going to be a turn-based game. Obviously, if we were controlling these characters one by one and moving them around a map like Raze, I feel like it wouldn't look as good as it does here. So there's that first thing. But something I want to point out, and I'll actually pull up the game in a minute so we can show off some gameplay and kind of how things work, is that Final Fantasy Opera Omnia plays a lot like how Crestoria looks like it's going to. So Opera Omnia only has 3 characters you have on the field at once instead of 4, but it's still a similar kind of setup where it's a turn-based game. You know, you see all 4 characters kind of standing like this, and, you know, they all have their special abilities. So it looks like, you know, just overall, each character is only going to have 3 abilities, and then this should be their Mystic Art right there. I'm not sure what this bar down here is for. I assumed it was like a mana gauge, but it might not be. It might be something totally different. I also don't know if each character is going to have their own separate gauge right there, because there are some screenshot, or there was, if you look at this gameplay video, it actually does, oh, okay, no, we don't want any sound for that, so I apologize if there was like a quick burst of sound right there. So if you actually, let's actually maximize it right here. It's going to be bad quality because Twitter, but as you can see, all the gauges are low, and it looks like they're... Okay, so it went up there. We're not going to watch the whole thing. I'm just going to show some of it. So when it gets to the next character's turn, let me see. Okay, so they attacked Luke. And see, the gauge is still that part way filled up. So I feel like the Mystic Art gauge is probably shared among all your characters. But then you have these bars down here that are differently filled for everyone. So I wonder if that's like an overlimit gauge. Maybe it's a mana gauge. But the issue with it being a mana gauge is we don't have numbers. And that's kind of the bigger issue I have here, is that we don't know how much health this actually is. So, like, we'll take damage and we'll be like, oh, okay, so we're kind of that way down. But it would be kind of nice if we actually had the full numbers on the screen. But I'm getting to a point here. I'm not just rambling for the sake of rambling. So my point with the gacha system is, I feel like it's going to be one of two things. My point when I was talking about the graphics is that it's not going to be a character gacha. I wholeheartedly believe with 100% certainty, nothing's been confirmed, but I still feel like the way this game is set up, you know, with how good everything looks, we're not going to get 1, 2, and 3-star versions of, like, Luke and Kanata. Like, they're not going to go through all that effort to do stuff like that. So I feel like there are 2 options we kind of have for the gacha. So the first one, I feel like these arts down here, maybe there will be specific character banners where you pull for specific arts and you put them on your character. So that's the first thing, but I'm leaning more towards my second option, but I still want to throw this one out there. So it could be, each character gets 3 arts and then they get their mystic arts. So that could be sort of the thing. There could be like 2-star arts, there could be 3-star arts, and maybe the 4-star arts are the actual mystic arts that you can get for each character. My other thing, and that's what brings me to Final Fantasy Opera Omnia, is what if we're just pulling for weapons and gear? So now we're actually going to switch over to Opera Omnia so I can kind of explain this a little better. So I have Opera Omnia open, as you'll see in front of you. So the way the banners work on this game, so let's actually go over to the banners itself. So this is how it kind of, let's go to actually a better banner to kind of explain it. So as you can see, you've got, like, this game is weapon-based, kind of like I'm mentioning that Crestoria will probably be. So you've got characters with their 5-star weapons on the banners. Let's actually look here. So you've got, like, the high rarity, like, EX weapons with the higher, with the lower chance. So yeah, you've got your, sorry, I was trying to see, like, I don't know why they don't have, okay, here it is. So you've got Noel, this character right here. His, like, high rarity weapon that gives him his ultimate attack, essentially, is only a 0.5% chance, but he's also got other, so he's got a 1% chance weapon, and then he's got a 1.6% chance weapon. So this would be, like, the regular 5-star, the enhanced 5-star, and then your ultimate 5-star. So, like, this kind of weapon here would be what would give the Mystic Art in Tales of Crestoria. And then if you actually scroll all the way down, let's get to where the 4-stars are. They also have gear on here. So you can see you've got, like, little pieces of armor. And just to kind of show it off even more, let's click on Noctis real quick. So you see that this could be something we would kind of see in Crestoria, like maybe this is what we summon for. We do the events and story to get the character, and then we just summon for a weapon and a piece of equipment, and then you would have other stuff you would farm in-game to get your different arts and abilities. Obviously, in a normal Tales game, as you level up, you learn new arts, or as you complete specific requirements, you get new stuff. So maybe there would be something where, let's say Emil is the first event character. Maybe there's a specific requirement or a specific mission in his event that will give him a specific art, but it's one of those, like, higher difficulty missions, so it's only if you beat it do you get that specific art. So they could have something like that alongside Emil probably having a banner weapon and doing things that way. That's kind of the main thing I wanted to show off in Opera Omnia, because Opera Omnia pretty much looks the same gameplay-wise. You just have 3 characters on the map instead of 4. So we can actually hop back over here. So yeah, just overall, I feel like this is a gacha system we're probably going to look at. It's either going to be for these arts that we see down here, which I feel like it's probably not going to be because we already have arts for Tales of the Rays. So I feel like we'll probably just get weapons that are just that. They're just weapons. They may have a mystic art tagged to them, or attached. So it'll kind of be like Rays and how Mirage art works. But I feel like it'll be a little different. But we've only seen Kanata with this one specific weapon, so weapons may... I don't know if weapons will change, like, when you're actually, like, playing the game. Like, you might have a different looking weapon, but I don't know if they're going to put all that effort into, like, accessories, kind of like Rays. They have different swords just for, cosmetic reasons that can look different. Like, every battle we've seen Kanata in, he has this, like, demon-looking sword. Same with all the other main pro tags. Vicious and Mizella use the same kind of stuff all the time in all the trailers. So until the game comes out, we won't really know. But that's pretty much my basic breakdown of what I think we're going to see in the gacha. It's definitely not going to be characters because, like I said, with these high-quality artworks, I just don't see them putting, like, irrelevant characters, like basic knights, like the Vesperia, the Schwann knights, like stuff like that. Like the other Tales games, it was easier to kind of add, like, lesser quality versions of the characters, but this game is just so high quality that I don't see it being character based. But let me know what you guys think down below. Let me know what you think we're going to see in that regard. We'll probably know more information about maybe the gacha during the stream. The live stream itself is really only going to go over a few things based on what we know, but they might sneak some stuff in there because they're just going to be going over some skits. They're probably going to go over kind of like what we saw in this trailer right here. They're probably going to do a tutorial kind of like battle, like on stream. I don't know if it'll really be tutorial, but this is probably what we'll see, something like this. And then, what was the third thing they said they were going to go over? They're going to be going over... Let's actually, I think we can actually go down, because they made the tweet relatively recently. Oh, it's this one right here. Oh yeah, and they're going to go over the new characters. If we actually go back to... Funny, I was just there. If we go to the regular Crestoria... They actually have a teaser right here. So these characters right here, the administrators of the world order. So we've got these two characters, both on the left and right, who are probably going to be our antagonists, I assume. At least for the first part of Crestoria, probably the people we're going to be fighting off. They're going to be revealed on the streams. It'll be interesting to find out more about them. But like I said, let me know what you guys think down below. Don't forget to subscribe for more if you're new to the channel. I will see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.